Hi everyone, this video is for the Chapter 12 summary for our LAN concepts. In our LAN concepts, we have here our introduction to wireless, LAN components, LAN operation, our CAPWAP operation, channel management, LAN threats, secure LANs. For in this introduction to wireless, we have benefits to wireless. Benefits to wireless, it's all about what benefits that we can get to our wireless devices in our um, routers, switches, and in short in our networks. In this benefits of wireless, we can use our devices in our homes and in our offices, and even in our business environments. So we have our type of wireless networks, the PAN, the LAN, the MAN, and the WAN, and the different definition of these networks. Wireless technologies are Bluetooth, WiMAX, cellular broadbands, and satellite. Bluetooth, this supports multiple network technologies including mesh topology to large-scale network devices. Our WiMAX is an al- is it's just a alternative to broadband wired internet connections competing with DSL and cable. In our cellular broadband, um, it was a 4G and or 5G are wireless mobile networks primarily used by cellular phones but can be used in automobiles, tablets, and laptops. Satellite broadband is it provides network access to remote sites through the use of a directional satellite dish that is aligned with a specific geostationary Earth orbit satellite. Also, we have here our 802.11 standards, our LAN standards here, and our radio frequency. Our radio frequency is radio waves range of the electromagnetic spectrum. Wireless standards organizations are our ITU, IEEE, and Wi-Fi Alliance. And in our LAN components, we have our wireless NICs, and these are the same radio frequencies and devices with wireless NICs and a network device such as a wireless router or wireless AP. Wireless home router is the wireless router serves as an access point, switch, and router. And this is our router. Wireless access point, it is easy to set up and configure. The best solution would be to install another wireless access point to provide dedicated wireless access to the user devices. Our AP categories are autonomous APs and controller-based APs. Our autonomous APs is using a command line. It is a These are standalone devices configured using a command line interface or a GUI. Our controller is the device, require no initial configuration, and are often called lightweight APs. We have here our wireless antennas. Omnidirectional antennas, directional antennas, and MIMO antennas. In our omnidirectional antennas, such as one shown in this figure, provide 360-degree coverage and are ideal in our houses. In our directional antennas, antennas focus the radio signal in a given direction. And in our MIMO antennas, uses multiple antennas to increase available bandwidth for IEE 802.11 NAC and AX wireless networks. For our LAN operation, we have here our 802.11 wireless topology modes. We have here our AD hoc mode, our infrastructure mode, and our tethering. This is when two devices connect wirelessly in a peer-to-peer manner without using APs or wireless routers, our AD hoc mode. And in our infrastructure mode, this is when wireless clients interconnect via a wireless router or AP, such as in LANs. In our tethering, a variation of the AD hoc topology is when a smartphone or tablet with cellular data access is enabled to create a personal hotspots. In our BSS and ESS, we have here the basic service set consists of a single AP interconnecting all associated wireless clients. In our ESS, when a single BSS provides insufficient coverage, two or more BSS can be joined through a common distribution system into an ESS. Our frame structured and all 802.11 wireless frames contain the following fields. So, we have here a frame control, duration, address 1 to 3, our sequence control, payload, address of 4, and FCS. Our CSMA and CA LANs are half duplex shared with media configurations. So to resolve this problem, LANs use carrier sends multiple access with collision avoidance as the method to determine how and when to send data on the network. Wireless client and AP association. For wireless devices to communicate over a network, they must first associate with an AP or wireless router. So this is our client, wireless client, and our AP. So the wireless client and AP authenticate and associate. SSID parameters must then be configured on the AP and subsequently on the client to enable the negotiation of a successful association. So we have SSID, password, network mode, security mode, channel settings. Passive and active mode, wireless devices must discover and connect to an AP or wireless router. Wireless clients connect to the AP using a scanning process. This process can be passive or active. In our CAPWAP, we have our introduction to CAPWAP. This diagram is introduction to our CAPWAP. We have here our 3 switches. our 1WLC and our IPv4 and 6 network. Split MAC architecture, AP MAC functions, and WLC MAC functions. DTLS encryption, so we have our AP and WLC, and they have a CAPWAP control and CAPWAP data. Flex Connect APs, connected mode and standalone mode. So in our diagram, in our figure, branch office has laptop, Flex Connect AP switch and a router. And in our corporate office, we have internet, corporate network, and our WLC, but they have both CAPWAP. We have channel management. Frequency channel saturation channel selection, plan a LAN deployment. Frequency channel saturation. We have DSSS, FHSS, and our OFDM. Our direct sequence spread spectrum, our frequency hopping spread spectrum, and our orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. Channel selection. We have different types of channel selection. Our overlapping channel in North America, non-overlapping channels for 802.11 BGN, our first 8 non-interfering channels, and our non-interfering channels for 802.11a and AC. For our Plan A LAN deployment, we have blueprints of a building that has a freight, our concessions, exit and entrance. LAN threats, we have our wireless security overview, interception of data, wireless intruders, denial of service DOS attacks, and Rouch AP. DOS attacks has improperly configuration devices, a malicious user intentionally interfering with the wireless communication, and accidental interference. For our Rouch access points, we have here the figure that has a Rouch detection security level, low, high, and critical, and custom. And we have here our auto-contain. Last for this topic is a man-in-the-middle attack. Man-in-the-middle attack is the hacker positioned in between two legitimate entities in order to read or modify the data that passes between the two parties. So this is our hacker, this is our internet, and our user. Our hacker connected to the internet and in the user, so he can read and modify the data that passes between the two parties. Our secure LANs, we have here our SSID cloaking and MAC address filtering. We have our SSID cloaking, this one. We have our SSID broadcast. Our SSID broadcast is disabled. For our MAC addresses filtering, and the MAC addressing filtering is enabled, and permit pieces listed below access wireless network. So we have our MAC 01 and MAC 02. 802.11 original authentication methods. Authentication has an open and shared key. In our open, no password required. any client can associate, typically used to provide a free internet access in public areas, and client has a full responsibility or security. For our shared key, we have WEP, WPA, WPA2, and WPA3. Shared key authentication methods, we have wired equivalent privacy, Wi-Fi protected access, and our Wi-Fi protected access 2 and 3. Authenticating a home user, we have here personal and enterprise. Encryption methods, temporal key integrity protocol, and our advanced encryption standard. Authentication in the enterprise has reduced server IP addresses, UDP port numbers, and shared key. Our WPA3 has a personal enterprise, one open networks, and Internet of Things on onboarding. So that's all for our Chapter 12 summary, and see you on my next video. Thank you for watching.